Rising, Grand Rising. Grand Rising, y'all. So, I was just researching the story about, he was unalived or how he passed away. A lot of reports were saying that, ATL police shot him and stuff like that, which, you know, they came out and did a press conference and said no shots was ever fired. But in the thumbnail, that lady, that chick, I'm going to say that chick because of YouTube purposes, so I'm going to say that chick. That chick called 911 and did some nasty work on that 911 call. You know what I'm saying? She abused the 911 system. She called, first and foremost, she called 911, acting like she was someone else. And when she called acting like someone else, she was saying on the 911 call that there's a woman who's in danger. There's a woman that is being beaten up by a man. She also called and mentioned, trafficking. She mentioned that, young Scooter and I guess his boys was there at this house, that they had guns, they had drugs, the worst of the worst. She was stating the worst of the worst on this phone call, saying that there was, criminal activities, going on at that house. She also mentioned that there was a child in danger that was at this house. Now, there's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. A lot of crazy things going on in this world. So for this female to call the 911 line, emergency line, and abuse it in that form of fashion and manner, listen, man, something needs to be done. You call 911 emergency line, acting like you're someone else, pretending to be someone else, saying that a woman is being beaten, shots were fired, there's a child in danger in this house. You said these guys is up to criminal activities. They all got guns. What else? I forgot. But just abusing the 911 emergency line and lying and talking about when they asked you for your phone number and who are you, you didn't give up none of that information. And you said to the 911 operator that you're a neighborhood watch. Crazy thing is, when this audio came out, people that know her automatically knew who it was because of her voice. Not only that, this chick she don't have the best character. You get what I'm saying? So, not only that, this chick was on the Baddies, okay? That Zoo show with Natalie Nunn, where all these chicks just be acting super ratchet, super ghetto, fighting, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when what did you think police was gonna do? Still there's no reports again that there was any shots fired by the police. But young Scooter took off running, and when he took off running, from what they saying, he hopped over like two fences, and one of the fences, when he hopped over it, he broke his femur, his leg or whatever. And reports is saying that's how he passed away. Now, this man could have still been alive today But because someone is demonic, they have no soul, and they wanted this person, so they called the 911 emergency line and put in a false report. And like I said, in this country, in the United States, when they hear these type of things being said on the phone, these cops are gonna come hot and ready like a Little C's pizza. Okay? They're not coming, thinking that they can calm a situation. They're not coming, with their guards down and everything like that. With that type of allegations and false reporting that you did on this 911 emergency line, which is crazy. You call the line to say there's human trafficking, there's a child that's in danger, shots was fired, a female is getting beat up, she's being dragged, and all this crazy stuff. They got guns, they got drugs, they doing criminal activities, they need to be investigated, and all this craziness, and it was all lies. All lies. Grand Rising. I can't really see who's in there. Oh, who's that? Cynical? Grand Rising, Cynical. So, this female calls, and, I don't know the female personally. I don't know this chick personally, but her being on Baddies tells me everything. And Baddies is a show that's, I think the channel is it's on Zeus, the Zeus channel. So that's telling you. This chick's name is Demi Blanco. D-E-M-I Blanco. B-L-A-N-C-O. Now, because of all the attention that she's been getting, because she's been exposed, or I should say because of the exposure, once they knew who it was, she took down her IG. Then she put her IG back up. Now she's trying to do damage control by doing a live, and in her live, she's still lying. This chick is still lying on her live. She's not doing a live saying, man, I apologize. I shouldn't have called 911 and lied like that or whatever. She's still trying to make excuses for why she called and not taking accountability. Because again, if she never placed that phone call to 911, young Scooter would still be alive today. Now, I got peoples and family that live in Georgia. And I have family that knows people where young Scooter is from. And all you hear about that dude is, about young Scooter, is he's a community dude. He's quiet. You don't really hear too much about him. Even with his music, he doesn't promote his music. He just drops his music. And that's how his fans be knowing that he's got a new project out or he got new music out. Okay? Like every rapper